Hello. Welcome to day 9. Day 9 of Can Professor Bill Learn How to Draw? And I'm here to say absolutely yes, we can get Professor Bill learning to draw in 30 days. I'm using my You Can Draw in 30 Days book as a guide. We're not drawing exactly the same lessons as the book. Obviously I do want you to buy the book. Thank you for buying my book. I appreciate it. These are in bookstores or on Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com or any of your online or brick and mortar retail stores. Okay, so get yourself, buy 10 of them for your friends. So what we're going to do is, like you've seen in the earlier lessons, we take this lesson we just finished yesterday, the day 8 was koalas, but we didn't draw koalas in that one. We drew a unibear. I'm going to take the same idea. So lesson 9 is drawing the rose. The important thing about drawing the rose, well, there's two. One is to learn how to create that hollow image that edges nooks and crannies, and like in the flag. And the other important point in this one was learning how to create that scroll effect. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus in this lesson on the first part of learning how to create that hollow shape. And we're going to draw some poppies. All right? And then I'll let you, when you get the book, draw the rose and draw the variations of the rose, okay? These are lessons that are coming up in the future. I'm going to put my card back. Cylinders next. That's going to be really fun. I love that one. But look at these. We're going to draw some poppies, buttercups, and lilies. That's coming up. So let me put this here. And this will be a fun lesson for you to learn when you get the book. Lesson 9, page 89. So, you have your paper. Now, of course, I recommend you get your book with spiral binding so it lies flat. See? Get your eraser, pencil, your brush, your blending stump, and there's your kit. Of course, the most important is getting my book. All right? Blatant commercial plug. But thank you for buying my book. Oh, my cats came in here. I've got 2 cats, Flash and Gordon, and of course they hear me talking, and they have the whole house to go and explore, but they've got to hang out here at my feet. Hi, cats. And I'm allergic to cats. Can you believe them? I love my cats, but I got it for my kids, and I'm allergic to them. I have to put socks on my hands to pet them. Isn't that funny? All right, now, what I do, because now I'm so attached to them after all these years. All right, so here we go. We got our blank piece of paper. At the top, let's go ahead and identify it. My 30-day, and is that recording? Let's make sure it's recording. Yep. Okay. My 30-day drawing challenge. And I want to thank you for sharing a little bit of your day with me. I want to make this, your best 20 minutes of the day. And on Mondays, when I do my Monday Live, I have you students for a full hour live, and you're interacting with me. And my slogan is your best hour of pencil power. Your best hour of the week. My 30-day drawing challenge. Okay, and this is day 9, so I just got to sketch this in here. Day 9. So notice I block it in, and remember I mentioned that I would do a different letter style, but I went ahead. I defaulted to my favorite letter style, which is this little technique called just peeling shadow. See how that kind of just peels it off here a little bit? Isn't that fun? All right, day 9. Bam! It just peels it off a little bit. There's a whole bunch of different stuff. Now, in the book, this lesson is called The Rose. Okay? This is the rose for lesson 9, day 9. What we're going to do, I still want you to draw that lesson, but what we're going to do today is we're going to draw the poppy, or the buttercup. The poppy. This is what we'll do here. This is page 89 in the book. You can circle that. And let's just make sure that it is indeed page 89, because I'll get a bunch of, yep, there it is. Page 89 in the book. I do hope that you guys have subscribed to my YouTube channel. And I'm so glad you're taking the 30-day challenge. So for the poppy, let's do our first row here. I'm just going to draw some horizontal lines and some vertical, some horizontal, some vertical, some scribbles, some vertical, horizontal. Just get a row of, just loosen your pencil up. Just loosen up and have some fun. All right, now let's practice right away. Let's get into the bowl shape. So we're going to put 2 dots. We're going to draw a foreshortened circle. Watch this. Just squish that shape. Let's practice that again. 2 dots. Draw the foreshortened circle. Remember earlier in lessons I talked about distortion. That creates this optical illusion. Here's a puppet that one of my students made for me, a little finger puppet. Hey, we do a lot of animation with drawings and puppetry and claymation and paper puppets. You can put backgrounds and animate. Now now there's a whole bunch of those on my YouTube channel. If you want to see more animation, check it out. I can't tell you how much fun it is. I can't even express it. You got to do it and enjoy it. Taking your drawings and making them come alive through technology is terrific. Here's a foreshortened circle. This is a cylinder, right? I wanted to explain to you foreshortening. Here's a circle. Watch what happens. When you change your point of view, your perspective, remember perspective is rooted in the Latin word to see, to view. To view this, see it squished, the top? Isn't that interesting? So you squish it and foreshorten it. Foreshortening is going to help you make your drawings 3D. Here's a little puppet. I'll show you another example. Watch it. See now, look at the eyes and the hands. Now watch this. Watch this arm right here. As this little ceramic finger puppet moves away, see how small that gets and more squished and more foreshortened. Isn't that interesting? See, now look at this. Go the other way. See how it gets more squished? Look at the 2 eyes. So things that are closer to you. See that? Now watch the far eye. See how small it gets? Isn't that cute? I know the kids said they sent me the cutest stuff. All right, so what we're doing is we're learning how to squish. The word is foreshortening. That's our key word, our magic word today. Woo! What's those bells? Foreshortening. Woo! Now, if I can spell it correctly, it's going to be a bonus for me. Foreshortening. If I misspell, help me. Foreshorten. N-I-N-G, right? Foreshorten. I hope is that right? There's no
foreshortening. Yeah.
It better be right.
I don't know.
Aha! I'm having a Oh yeah, here. Okay, here. We're looking at our chart. See, it's a hard foreshortening. Yes, I got it right. Yeah. All right, so write that, and you can be confident with my teaching ability. Okay. All right, so we're drawing the poppy. We're using foreshorten. Let's do another row, 2 dots. Draw the squished foreshortened circles. Do another 2 dots. Squish it. Now, if you were a bird coming straight down, your circle would be that, right? That's a bird's perspective. This is 2-dimensional. This is 2D. 2D means it has length and width, right? 3D means it has length, width, and depth. We're creating the 3rd dimension. So here's what we're going to do. Let's draw the bowl now. We're going to draw a couple bowls. I'm going to draw one right here. I'm going to put one bowl, put 2 dots straight across from each other. And I'm going to draw the foreshortened circle. And then we'll draw the bowl. Just one bowl right here, okay? Now, this is pretty similar. Look at in day 9 of my You Can Draw in 30 Days. In this one, our lesson, we start with a bowl of cereal. Well, what I'm going to do is I'll just draw a hollow bowl. I just want to show you what I'm talking about when I'm saying 3D, creating the illusion. So the sun's up here coming down, shade inside, and it gets lighter. See, it's a round object. It's blended. See, the light's coming from that direction. It's dark here, and it gets lighter and lighter and lighter and blended. Sun's over here, so we do the same thing. And sometimes I'll turn my paper, and I'll go like this first. See, I'll use the contour. Here's a word called contour, lines that are curving to give your drawing shape and volume. One of those 12 Renaissance words. All these words that we use. Here's another one. See, contour, lines that round around the surface, a curved surface, giving it shape and volume. And then, of course, right here where it connects to the ground, it's called it's an anchor shadow or a cast shadow. That's yet another one of these Renaissance shadow right here. The cast shadows on the ground to give your drawing that to anchor it so it's not floating or hovering. Now, let's take our Stompy. Now, remember, brand new stumps are cool, but I don't like them. I want you to use the stump and get it more and more used. The more you use this stump, like, look, I'm going to just do a little extra up here. The more you use the stump, the better it is. See, you can take it and blend it. See that? It gets more residual more leftover pencil. That's graphite that we're using. Okay, now these are originally designed for charcoal. Now, I personally find it difficult to work with charcoal. It's very, very messy, and I'm a very clumsy artist. I'm very sloppy. So I've never been very successful with charcoal. You might be much more patient and careful in your technique. And charcoal's a blast. Try all the different techniques and styles and mediums you can. I've just found 9mm. This is a 9mm, see? I just found the 9mm, my HB lead, which is a dark lead, and I'll tell you more about these leads. Well, I'll tell you right now. Okay, look at this. You have HB, right? And then you have, okay, ready? Ready for this? All right, I'm trying to remember it now myself. All right, HB. So you have 2H, it's more hard and more soft, right? So then you have H, and then you have 2H, and then you have 4H, and you have 6H. So it gets harder and harder. Your line will get lighter and lighter no matter how hard you push it. It's a super hard tip. My tip is a 2B. It's HB, and then it comes down to B, and then it goes to 2B, or not to B, and then it goes down to, look at, I'll go this way, 4B, 6B. Now it's getting this is almost a charcoal. This is super soft and crumbly and messy. And then 8B. If you want to do something really fun, go to your art store and get one of each of these leads and experiment. All right, and try and do this underneath the appropriate one. Do this. Do a little colored splotch. Just 2B. See how dark this is? And if you did that, I wonder if I have any to show you. This is a little sub lesson for you, Professor Bill. These are HB. See, these are HB2. These are soft. I don't know if I have a 2H. No, these are all HB. Okay, well, I just like the 2B here, but you guys try different ones. Try different ones and see if you like them, okay? You'll notice a difference. All right, so that's your definition. The higher the H is, the lighter the line. A lot of artists will draw with a 2H or a 4H, especially draftsmen or architects, because it's a very, very precise, sharp, light line. Then they'll go back in with a softer lead to darken in the edge. The higher the B, the softer, more crumbly, more messy, and darker. So just have fun with the whole range. Does that make sense? I had to remember which way it went. I haven't done that in a long time. Whew, pulled that one off. That's as fun as spontaneous non-editing. That's right, non-editing live. What's live recorded? Live record. 2 dots, draw another foreshortened circle. Let's just draw one more of these bowls just to practice. Let's just practice it. Draw another bowl. And then, you know what? Let's put 2 bowls. Let's just practice. Put one behind here. Put 2 dots. Then draw another one. We're going to draw a poppy in a second. But I just want to start with these bowls here. So we have 2 bowls. All right. And now let's practice. Let's switch the shading. Put the sun coming from this direction. Have the sun coming from this direction. So watch what we're going to do. I'm going to shade the side here, right? It's going to get lighter and lighter as it comes. This is called blended shading. I'm going to, right away, the sun's over here. I'm going to put a shadow. The shadow comes down in direction southeast. Remember our drawing direction compass. Over here, the shadow came down in direction southwest. Remember the drawing direction compass that we use. There's 4 positions. On the regular compass, then we foreshortened, we squished it, right? We took this round compass, we flopped it on its belly, and this created our guidelines. These are the 4 positions that artists use most. Not all the time. You'll see pictures that sometimes they go straight across or an object's coming straight towards you. But generally, most of the time, if you master these 4 positions, you can draw anything at all, anything you have. So right now, here's southeast. Put a shadow. See this? Follow this guideline. Put a shadow. Okay. And then here, the sun's up here, so let's shade the side. Shade, shade, shade. Remember, I really, really urge you and recommend you and nudge you to draw with pencil first. And then use a ink pen if you want. I very rarely use ink. I like pencil, and then I will take that dark pencil, and then I collaborate with other artists who will then ink it and color it. But I love pencil. Now, there's a ton of lessons out there on drawing that are wonderful, delightful, charming, magical, except they start with a Sharpie, and it just makes me go, no, use a pencil first, don't use a Sharpie first, because I would rather, it's not wrong, it's not bad, it's a different way to learn, and I would prefer, if I had in a perfect world, I'd like you to learn how to draw first with pencil, to build the skill, build the confidence, to build the technique, to build the knowledge of how to shape, mold, and put your drawings together. And then you start using ink boldly and confidently, okay? I don't want you to be afraid to try to make changes and alter your drawing. Does that make sense? All right. So, as I look back for Emily for validation, do you agree? Am I coming down pretty hard on ink pen first? I mean, it's not wrong. It's not bad. It's just a different approach, and I'm just going to do the pencil approach. All right, so let's do some poppies. So we got those practiced here. So, I want to show you one thing before I do a poppy. I want to do a poppy right here in the middle. Where am I going to do? I want to do a little, I want to squeeze a cantaloupe, and I'll just do it right here. I'm going to put 2 dots, and I'm going to draw far apart. Make sure these are far apart because I want to draw a cantaloupe, half a cantaloupe. Draw the foreshortened circle, and then start vertical, but then the cantaloupe is going to be a melon, half a melon. Let's curve it down here. Now watch this, put 2 dots in the middle. Isn't this going to be fun? Now watch. Draw the foreshortened circle in the middle. Isn't that fun? We're going to scoop out all the seeds. I love cantaloupe. Love cantaloupe. And I'm really terrible. I put a little salt on it. I know, it's so bad. I know. I do, but I put just a little bit of salt in. Oh, but you would never do that. I know people who put sugar on it. Oh my gosh, sugar on cantaloupe? All right, sun's up here. So I'm putting the sun. I switched the sun now, back over this direction. So let's shade inside. We love the hollowness. See, you scooped out the cantaloupe. Now, here's interesting. How to get? Doesn't the cantaloupe? I'm going to shade it first. Let's go ahead and shade it. Now, doesn't the cantaloupe have the texture, right? That has like these little lumps and stuff, right? Does that make it work here? Listen, I'm just experimenting. I haven't. See, sometimes you just have to figure out something that will give it a little bit of it. Is that working? A little bit of texture, just a few lines here and there. You see, just a few lines. You like that? Take your finger, leave the top at that tone. Take your Stompy, blend the side, but let's give the whole cantaloupe a value. Okay, is that cool? Blend the shadow out, and there you have your cantaloupe. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, I love that. So we have just a bowl. We have 2 bowls. Oh, I forgot. We want to put a shadow. Hope you're doing well, Professor Bell. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you, Professor Bell, send me would you send me a text and say that you are at the end of lesson 9? Woo! Or Facebook. Yeah, send me a message Facebook because we're Facebook buddies. Again, if you guys want to be Facebook friends with me, please send me a friend request. Look for the 3 birds. There's about 100 Mark Kistlers on Facebook, so make sure you friend request the right guy. Look for the 3 birds, and you'll see a picture of me. It changes. This one out here changes. It's just me saying, hey, hi, I'm cool. So look for the 3 birds. Okay? Again, if you want to get one of my cool art cards to prove how cool you are, carry these everywhere with you. You can get a free art card. Send me not an email. Send me a self-addressed stamped envelope to my website, which is look at they saw my list of things. I got to go to the Home Depot. No, I got to do my laundry. I got to do my laundry. Go to Home Depot. So let's go to here's my website. It's www.markkistler.com, and go to the contact tab, and it tells you how to get a free art card. It also, if you want to get a little collection and help support my endeavors, send in $20 and I'll send you a collection of cards. I would love thank you for the support of my working artist. I appreciate it. Be sure to get yourself one of my drawing books. Be sure to pick up one of these little, or pick up several. They're great gifts. Let's get on to the drawing poppies. So I'm going to draw 2 poppies. I think I'll put a poppy over here. I think I'm going to put a poppy in the middle, and then I'll slant a poppy over here. I'm going to draw a little poppy collection. Look what I'm doing. I'm just using confidently stretching, squishing a foreshortened circle. All right, let's move this camera down here. And I'm going to draw this poppy. And then I'm going to draw this poppy here. And then I'm going to draw this poppy here. Look at tucking a little edge. Look at this. These poppies. Look at it. I ran out of room. You can't even see their stems. The stems are hidden. So we're going to make these poppies. And now in the book, what I want you to do is practice drawing the rows. Okay? That's a great lesson, page 89. But for ours, because I want to take you through 30 days, but I don't want to draw exactly what's in the book, because I still want you to have wonderful surprises and adventures with my book. So we'll just do similar lessons with the theme. The theme of this one is texture, shadow, and hollowness. I'm going to put 2 dots. I'm going to draw this poppy with now these lines are curving. See that edge? I want to draw the little split on the poppy. See that little split here? I'm going to taper that poppy in just a bit. Let's do the same thing on this one. However, on this one, I'll put the poppy split on that edge. I'm going to taper it. And see what I did? I just did a little bit of a taper. Comes around here, a little bit of a taper. And then this one, I'm going to put the split on the back. I'm going to have this one come around here, and we'll just change it, and we'll put the split. You can't even see where the split ends on the other side. I'm going to pull it in. I'm going to pull in just a bit. Almost like a buttercup, huh? And then kind of taper it in. They're very close. Now, they have the stamen, these cool little seeds, right? These little cool, almost like antennas coming out here. One of my favorite books. It's called Freaky Floral. Freaky Floral, and I have it. And one of my favorite artists, and I'm blanking out on his name. He did a book called Freaky Floral. Can you shut the door so I can see it? And he also did a book called Odd Numbers, and it's by the illustrator who created the. Oh, did you see it? Odd Numbers? Okay, she found it. Oh, this is so cool. I have a whole stack of like 100 lessons, or 100 books from different artists. Oh, I'm so glad you found it. Thank you. Look at this is his style. His name is Michel Guigné, French-Canadian artist. I ordered these from his website. Look at, he signed it for me and drew a picture. This is the fellow who animated Lilo and Stitch. Look at Odd Numbers. 23 quills, right? It's a family book. 22 teeth. 12 eyelashes. Are these wonderful? These are along your style for your lessons. This is one of my favorite, The Whiskered Snid. One of my favorite, 29 Whiskers. Well, he did the same book called Freaky Flora, where he did a whole collection of different plants, and this was here's an example. I showed them in my class. These are live lessons I taught in my adult ed class at the university, and my students came up with these interesting flowers. Well, I got to go to the lilies. This is where we really went to see the freaky flowers. See that? And see the creative. Look at that. See that? These are lessons coming up. That's more of a typical lily. This is definitely taking it to the next level, the Michel Guigné level. So definitely, I would recommend that book. Is Michel Guigné. I'm going to write that down. Can I see his name? Let's write it down. MICHELGAGNE. And order it from Amazon.com. If you want to go into autograph it, you got to order it. It's like $10, $15, right here from Guigné International. There is his information. You can freeze frame that. I'll hold it there for a second so you guys can take a screenshot of that. Okay, and order it from them. I can't recommend his books enough. They're wonderful, magical. All right, here, let's shade this light. I'm going to scribble shade it. And scribble shade. Remember, this is not the exact lesson that's in my Drawing in 30 Days book, but it's a good start. And then go after this, get all excited, say, okay, and then go do the lesson that's in the book throughout 30 days. That's right. Double double impact, right? Yeah. Put a little bit of shadow inside there. I think I put a little bit too much, so I'm going to erase it. Good thing I'm not using an ink pen right away. Good thing I can change my mind and go back and adjust and modify. It's all about having the artistic freedom to change your mind. To be able to just go this way and go that way with the drawing and change it and modify it. I guarantee you every animator in the movies, Mulan, Pocahontas, Shrek, Toy Story, Frozen, these that my students, my alumni, my past viewers from 20 years ago, they're all key animators now with these Disney and Pixar and DreamWorks and Marvel and DC, and never, ever have I personally seen any of these artists start with an ink pen. I just haven't. They carry their blue pencils, they carry their other pencils, and we all start. Then we ink it, of course. We ink it later, but just want to get your building. Now look, I'm just having fun blending this for the puppy. Well, I am so glad that you had this time to draw with me today. This is day 9. I hope that you continue our journey, our big adventure, the grand adventure, 30 days of drawing with Professor Bill. Professor Bill, you rock. Thank you for the challenge. And I just know that you are having fun and you're succeeding. I'll see you guys on the next lesson. Bye, everybody.